Guys, in this video, I want to show you exactly what I do before building a software as a service. And most importantly, before writing a single line of code. Is the system that I use to detect what is breaking in my business and how can I turn that into a software as a service application. This is mainly for service founders, but it will also help you a lot if you have a different type of business. The thing is that a lot of people measure their business or measure leverage only by the revenue they are making, by how much money they are making. What they forget to measure, and is one of the most important things, is the input. Okay, how much time they are putting into a certain action, into a certain task, and how much they are getting from that task. This is the system that Hormozy teaches, and it completely changes your business if you do it correctly. So, as I was telling you, many service businesses believe scaling is the main problem. However, if you're still the bottleneck despite revenue and team growth, the real issue is the founder dependency. That's the main problem. That's the main thing that almost every single founder struggles with. The real issue is growing the time that you need to put into your business in the same level of your revenue. By the way, I just want to ask you that if you like this video and if it really helps you, you would also help me a lot if you subscribe to the channel and you hit the like button, because in that way we can keep growing this community. So the thing is that building software without addressing the first creates a more complex job, not an asset. And what we are trying to do here is to create a long-term asset, something that doesn't depend on us and can grow without putting more time of us. So this is the real problem. What really prevents your business from growing. First of all, structural dependency. Okay, the core issue isn't hating your service, but the structural dependency. High value decisions always requiring you complex situations escalating to you, and this is one of the most common things once your business starts to grow. Sales requiring your direct involvement for conversion because you didn't design a system yet. Something that I do here is, instead of thinking how can I hire someone so I can forget about that task, I try to do it the best I can and then turn that into a software as a service. On top of that, delivery quality. Okay, one of the most important things if you want to get more clients or more customers through affiliate marketing. And then one of the most important problem is that a lot of people try to create a software as a service, but they build the software as a service in dependency. And when software as a service is built on dependency, the same dependency preserves in code and it breaks. Before jumping into a software as a service, you need to standardize your decisions. Most founders often feel a growth sailing and mistakenly interpret that sailing as need for leverage, automation, or software as a service. But this leads to brainstorming features and talking to developers without auditing the current business structure. And I am a developer, and what I can tell you is that if you hire a developer just for the sake of developing the application, you will waste your money. You will waste 10K, 20K, or 30K because that developer doesn't know anything about marketing, doesn't know anything about how to turn your service into a software as a service application, and it will deliver the result you ask, but that result won't be aligned with you. So you will waste not only your time, but also your energy. So this is what Hormozy and Sam Owens teaches, okay? Very simple. Money comes from offer leads plus sales. That's it. Any software as a service, not strengthening. This is a distraction. And Sam Owens states clarity precedes scale. You don't scale confusion, you need to eliminate it. So the first thing that you need to do is audit your time like a capital allocator. And for you to see that I'm not joking, and this is not a fluff, here I have written down all the things that I do every 30 minutes. In that way, I can know where I'm putting all my time and all my energy, and I can know which tasks are the most profitable ones in my business. So basically what you do is you track every task. For a period of 7 days or 14 days, you track in sales, marketing, product, operations, admin, or even firefighting, how much energy you're putting into a certain task, if it's systemizable, if it requires you or not, and the revenue impact, okay, from 0 to 3. Then on step 2 is, here is the step, where you cannot lie to yourself, because you calculate your real revenue per hour. You calculate monthly revenue divided by total hours worked, and you compare that to your calendar. If you're performing tasks significantly below this value, your business is structurally inefficient. You're leaking money. And then you identify where your structural friction is. And you can have like 3 types of frictions. Let's say you have decision friction, because repeatedly making the same decisions. You have process friction if you have steps nodes but still require your supervision. And you have judgment friction if if you have clients that require your attention or require you to be there to deliver certain things. Now, once you do that, you can convert the things that you have identified into a software as a service. Very simple. You need to find low energy plus high revenue impact plus repeatable pattern. You document inputs, constraints, rules, output, and edge cases, and you think about it. If it can be a checklist, a flowchart, or decision tree. Then you test it manually. Okay, you use it by yourself to see that the app really works. Then you sell the concept. Okay, before putting 3 months into building something. You have conversations. You position it as systematization. Okay, if you already have clients, you can present this, and then you design the app for removal. Okay, to remove yourself from the middle. So summarizing everything, you track dependency. You track where you are putting your time. Then you identify high impact friction. You extract the logic. You validate manually. You sell the concept. You build only what removes you specifically, and you distribute through your existing clients. You already have the problem, distribution and revenue. Your strength lies in proximity to the constraint. Software as a service is the economic extraction of validated demand, not trying to reinvent the wheels, not trying to create anything new. Even people that start a software as a service from completely zero, they don't reinvent the wheel anymore. They don't even start with an idea. They enter a website that tracks the top 10 companies, or the companies that are making the most money on the let's say 90 days, and they create the same app for a small niche. And to complement all the things that we discussed, the final KPI is shrinking dependency. You need to ask weekly, which high impact activity skills require my personal energy? If the list is shrinking and logic is becoming structured, you are building an asset. Sometimes this is a hard process to go through, because you need to be 100% honest with you, because otherwise it won't help you. But this really help growing your business if you are serious about it. I really hope this video helped you. And if this helped you, it would also help me a lot if you subscribe to the channel and you hit the like button, because in that way we can keep reaching new people. If you don't want to go through this path alone and you want me to help you, you can book a one-on-one call in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.